Good morning, children. Hope you are fine and safe. I am back again with a new chapter Weather and Air. Children, you might have heard people often talking as it is so pleasant today. Let's go for a picnic. Oh, it is very humid today. Wow, it's raining. Let's enjoy it. And you also might have observed these conditions. So, when we talk of any of these conditions, we are talking about weather. Weather is the condition of the air at a particular place and time. We know the condition of air by finding how hot or cold, how wet or dry, and how cloudy or windy it is. So, weather is the state of atmosphere at a particular place and time. Weather does not remain same all the time. It keeps on changing every day and it may even change at a small time duration. Like sometimes mornings are rainy, the afternoons are sunny, and by the night it may be again become cloudy. So weather keeps on changing every day. Here I would like to clear you that weather is not climate. We have all heard variations of what a lovely climate to describe a pleasant day. But surprise, climate is quite different from weather. Climate is the average of weather conditions at a particular place over a long period of time. Usually about 30 years or more than 30 years. For example, deserts have a hot and dry climate, while the Antarctica has a very cold and dry climate. So, the key difference between them is time. Climate of a place remains for a long period of time. On the other hand, weather constantly changes from hour to hour. So children, we say weather keeps on changing. Why does the weather keeps on changing? Yeah, the weather of a place changes due to some factors. There are some factors that affects the weather. So the weather of a particular place depends on the temperature, the moisture in the air, the pressure of air and the movement of air or wind. So first is temperature. What is temperature? Temperature is the measure of how cold or hot something is. The earth gets heated by the sun. The land and the sea heat up and warm the atmosphere. This warming up of atmosphere raises the temperature. Temperature is usually higher during the day than at night. Do you feel equally hot in the morning, at noon, and in the evening on a bright sunny day? No. Why? The mornings and evenings are cold. This is because sun rays are slanting when they fall on the earth. This causes them to spread over a large area. The heat also distributes over a large area, so the heat is less. At noon, the sun is straight overhead and sun rays fall straight on the earth. This causes them to stay in a small area and hence the heat is more. So at noon we feel very hot. Therefore afternoons are warmer than mornings and evenings. The temperature is measured by using a thermometer. A thermometer reads the temperature in degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. Your doctor or your mother also uses the thermometer to know your body temperature when you get fever. The next factor is moisture. The sun's heat changes the states of water and causes humidity. So, how the humidity or moisture affects the weather? We know moisture or water vapor always present in the air. The amount of water vapor or moisture in the air rises when the sun's heat converts water from water bodies like oceans, seas, rivers, lakes into water vapor. So, when there is a lot of water vapor in the air, it makes the weather humid. On humid day, we feel warm and sweat a lot. On some days, we notice a lot of clouds in the sky. What are clouds? As we have already learned in previous chapter, clouds are formed of tiny droplets of water. They bring us rain. Cloudy days are cooler. Do you know why? Because clouds block the sun rays from reaching us and hence we feel cool. When these clouds become heavy and not able to hold water droplets any longer in them, they burst and fall down as rain. Rain brings the temperature down and makes the weather cool. The next factor is air pressure. Air pressure is the weight of air as experienced from all directions on land. The heat of the sun causes air to blow. When the air gets heated up due to the sun, it becomes warmer and lighter and it rises in upward direction. So let's take an activity to understand that warm air is lighter than cold air and it rises up. So open page number 105. So what is the activity? Take a long thin wooden stick and tie a piece of thread in the middle of the stick. Then take two equal sized paper bags and hang them on the two ends of the stick. Hold the stick with the help of thread and balance the bags. Now place a burning candle below one of the paper bags. What do we observe? We observe that the bag above the candle is pushed up. This is because as the warm air rises up, it pushes the bag above the candle. So we can say that on heating, the air becomes lighter than the cold air. And that is the reason why smoke always goes up. When air heated up due to the heat of the sun, the warm air rises up and creates an area of low pressure on the earth's surface. So, warm air causes low pressure. The surrounding cool air moves in to replace the rising air. And this comes from the area where the pressure is high. So this movement of air from high pressure area to low pressure area causes wind. So the heat of the sun causes wind to blow. Here I remember blowing bubbles. Do you love to blow bubbles? I am sure almost each one of you has enjoyed soapy bubbles. So how the bubbles float in the air? Yeah. When you blow the soapy bubbles, warm air from your lungs fills the bubbles. As you know, warm air is lighter than the cold air. So the bubbles drift upwards. When do they come down or sink? They come down or sink as the air inside cools. So children, interesting to know, isn't it? We can see different types of winds. Like a gentle wind is called a breeze. You can see in this picture, this is a gentle wind. It is not too fast, not too slow. It is gentle and pleasant. It is called breeze. When the wind is very strong, it is called storm. Storms are very powerful and often cause a lot of damage to life and property. And when the strong winds occur along with thunder and lightning, they are called thunderstorms. Hot winds are called Lu that blow in summer and are extremely difficult to bear. Chilly and cold winds blow during winter and also cause a lot of trouble, especially in snowy area. So, these were different forms of winds. Now we can say that wind also affects the weather of a place. Let's see the different air movement near the sea area during day and night and understand sea breeze and land breeze. Land heats up as well as cools down faster than water. So let's understand this through an activity which is also given in your book. So children, open page number 106. So what is the activity? Take two containers. Fill one container with sand or soil and other with equal amount of water. Keep both the containers in the sun. After 2 hours, note down the temperature in each with help of thermometer. What do you observe? Which is warmer? You will find that the sand or soil is much warmer than the water. Now keep both the containers inside a room for an hour. After an hour, note the temperature in each and find which is cooler. You will find that the sand or soil is cooler than the water. So this activity shows that land gets heated up faster than water and it also cools faster than water. Let's understand the sea breeze. During the daytime, when the sun shines brightly, the land near the sea gets heated faster than the seawater. Hence, the air above the land also becomes warm. So what happens? The hot air rises up from the land. Since the water in the sea is cooler and the air above it is also cool. So the air from the sea moves towards the land to take the place of warm air that has risen up. This is called sea breeze. Why sea breeze? It is because the movement of air is from the sea towards the land. So sea breeze takes place during the daytime. So what happens at night? At night, the reverse process takes place. The land near the sea cools down faster than the seawater. Now, the air above the sea is warmer than the air above the land. So, the warm air rises up from the sea and cool air from the land now moves towards the sea to take its place. And this is known as land breeze. So always remember that sea breeze takes place during the daytime and land breeze take place during the night time. Weather is very important to us. It affects our daily lives. It affects the clothes we wear, the food we eat, and the things we do. People wear the different types of clothes depend on the weather. If the weather is hot, we like to wear light and cotton clothes. Children love to swim in water. If the weather is cold, we wear the warm clothes. A farmer looks to the sky to see if it would rain so that he can sow seeds. But how do we come to know about the weather of a particular place? We come to know about the weather of next 1 hour or next day or next week from the people who study the weather and predict what the weather will be. And this advanced information about the weather is called weather forecasting. The people who study the weather and make forecasts are called meteorologists. We get the weather forecast from the newspaper, radio, television, etc. Weather forecast tells us the temperature, humidity, possibility of rainfall in particular area. So the people like farmers, pilots, sailors, fishermen whose work is depend on weather can work in better way if they have fair idea of weather beforehand. So children, that was all about the weather. We have learned in this chapter about weather, factors affecting weather, sea breeze and land breeze, and effect of weather on us. Now this chapter is over. There is little homework for you. This video. So take care, be safe. Thank you.